What's up, everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So let's talk about this. Of course, by now probably already seen the video of Popcorn Planet and the Signore, which he came out with quite a scoop actually. I don't know how he got his hands on this, but that's super interesting. Basically, there is AH caught in the elevator, the same elevator that we already seen in other videos, making out with a woman that most likely, actually, frankly, if I see the profile here and the lips, I can tell you almost with absolute certainty that this is Cara Delevingne. Like, absolutely. You can overlay the profile. It's absolutely it. But anyway, great on Andy Signore for just coming up with this type of stuff. It's absolutely awesome. Go watch the full video there. You'll see the keys and so on and so forth. I want to focus, of course, I cannot show their video, but I want to focus on the things that we know and maybe things that can come after. As you know, we have seen this elevator. This is the elevator of the building, the Eastern Columbia building where Johnny Depp lived. And this is some of the pictures where this stuff took place. We will talk about this in a second. Very nice penthouse, I have to say, beautiful. So, as you can see, this is the period where she alleged had a lot of affairs. We know this because there is no more footage of this, of going down to pick up Elon Musk that you see here in the picture. And then we have the testimony of Drew, which was the boyfriend or husband of the best friend of AH, which under oath he testified that AH had many visitors at night, later night, that basically slept there. And there were more than 20, less than 50. So she seemed like she was busy, right? And you can see here that she was with Rocket Man. This is another picture that I didn't know. Allegedly, again, it's the supermodel going up or down to the penthouse. And of course, we have also the other video with the actor James Franco. So this is nothing new. Like, what it's interesting here is that I don't know how this came about, because the building probably has a whole security system of cameras. So somebody probably manages that. And my question would be to Andy, I don't know like how he got those, would be like, if these were leaked by people working in the building, you know, or somebody that used to work there, maybe made a copy, I don't know. But definitely I'm super curious to know which is the dynamic of a building like this one, where of course there is many buildings. I don't know how many people live in those different apartments, and I'm sure there's plenty of cameras that have to be managed. And would be interesting to know for how long they have to record, if they record 24 hours, and if those videos are kept for a long time, for several years, and then they are like erased because nothing happened. I don't know. Or if everything is kept. So this will be really interesting to know. And also how it ties in with the leakages of both the one that we already seen, you know, the footage that we already seen, like those ones, and the new ones that this just came out. This, I don't know how I got his hand on this, but this just came out. So my feeling is maybe people now working in the building, because they know the dates of more or less those alleged events in 2016 or so, maybe they're searching into the archives and trying to see if they can sum up something of you know, in that period. So will be very interesting to see in the near future if we get more leakages out, because if obviously probably there are also contracts and regulations that prevent a building like that to disclose for the security and also privacy of people living in inhabitants, people living in the building, you know, making sure that to protect their privacy. So the only thing I can think of is that probably somebody working there looked into it and leaked this footage to Popcorn Planet, or just leaked it out, and I don't know how they find it. So it's definitely interesting to see. As you see, this is one of the penthouses where actually this penthouse in particular, you can see also in the body cam footage of the police that went there. in one of those incidents that we also covered. You actually can see them passing by, like coming here from this area and coming through, passing by here and going all the way in the back where, if I manage to see, let's see if we can find the couches again, showing the couches on the other side where they were staying, and the police kind of, I think it's this, yeah, this area right here where the police comes from the back, and you see them on this side here on the right, somewhere here, sitting on the couches, and then the police leaves, you know, because nothing happened there. So very interesting to see also a little bit the inside of this building. Very nice. The police, they came from this door right there, they walked past here, they walked past this other side, and then they went towards the couches. So very, very nice building. Also gives you a little bit of context watching this building, that now it's been sold, all of them. Also remind yourself that in the request from the divorce that was sent to JD, she asked for 3 penthouses, plus that Johnny kept paying all the expenses surrounding the penthouses, which would be mortgages, electricity, water, and garbage or whatever, all that, you know, all the expenses of the building. So about that, no one thing anything. So again, mega thumbs up to Andy Signore from Popcorn Planet to get this exclusive. Go watch their video. I'm just pondering whether or not we're gonna see more of these leakages now, because maybe some people already know how it works. If there is a specific rule on how long a building such as this can keep footage or not, because if they have to record everything, most likely the footage should be there. Like if you go search into the archives, which probably it's a lot of data, because if you record 24 hours a day for like a year, 2 years, 6 years, so it's going to be a lot of stuff to go through, but nonetheless can be found. And if it's still accessible, maybe somebody that works in there, it's like, I'm gonna go search and see if like, you know, Beard Leacher here. I feel also a little bit sorry for this guy. Probably thought like, man, that was the dumbest thing I've done in my life. Now I'm gonna be branded forever as a leech. I didn't want to. I can sympathize with that a little bit, just a little bit, just a tiny bit, because they did leech, they did live off grandiosely off the back of a good man that's been abused for 6 years, and actually they keep abusing him. We're trying to rewrite the narrative in the interviews, and we only can wait and see what happens in the days to come, if there's going to be more interviews, more allegation. So to have more footage like this, in the end, it's not incredibly surprising, but it really, you know, it kind of emphasize deeper the mistrust that people have, that was totally justified. Because if this is just one that just popped out, probably there is more. And if you see in the video, there is several footage where you see a very passionate kiss, I would say. I'm not an expert, but to me that looks like a very passionate romantic kiss between two people, which they have a little bit more in common than just a friendship, you know? So definitely whatever she was up to, it didn't stop probably before she were married, while she was married, and after, most likely. So whatever she was doing or she was up to, probably she continued to do her thing throughout. So I'm also not very surprised that JD started to get a little bit insecure, especially when you literally get those people in your own house, probably in your own bed, you know? And maybe JD didn't want to have an open relationship. So there is that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much to Popcorn Planet for the super exclusive. Go watch his videos. Please subscribe to my channel as well. I really appreciate. Suggest new stuff. If you want to send me stuff, also super welcome. You can reach me on Instagram. And always spread love. Let's talk later.